Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I am in the middle of making Halloween ephemera out of scraps because, as you can see, I just have all kinds of junk here on my desk, mostly scraps, things like that, and so I'm trying to use up some of my scraps, and I just really wanted to play with some Halloween stuff because I'm a big dork like that, and I really do love Halloween. I don't love like gory or horror or those kind of things, just more the fun kind of off the wall, I guess you could say, side of it. So anyway, if you've watched my channel for a long time, you've seen me make the weird paper dolls from It Kupili Imaginarium. I love her paper dolls. She has some crazy weird stuff, and I like stuff like that that's just kind of eerie and off the wall. I don't like, you know, morbid or horror, those kind of things. But anyway, so I'm just using scraps and making ephemera, and I thought, I don't know why I didn't turn on the camera because I need to do a video today. So anyway, this is one of the pieces that I've made so far, and it's just a piece of paper that has like the old Polaroid, you know, camera, what do you call them, the pictures themselves, and then it was blank and black in the middle, and I just added some orange paper that's a scrap, and I don't know where all these have come from, except like I know this is Medieval Mirage. This is from her Silhouette Volume 1. It's all black and white, and some orange paper and Tim Holtz, and then I just cut a little tiny slit right below her hand and stuck the string for the trick-or-treat bag in there. And this trick-or-treat bag came from one of my tags that's in my spooky stamp Stigi, and I just cut the top off with some of my funny little scissors, you know, to make it kind of have that lumpy bumpy edge there. And then it already had Trick or Treat on it, so I just added the black and white twine to it. And then these are all Tim Holtz pieces here, and this is some creepy cloth that I got at the dollar store. It's a bigger weave, so it's essentially strings there because I've cut it, but anyway, it's glued down and should stay there. And I haven't done anything to the back. And then I put down some more Medieval Mirage, her Silhouette Volume 1, and this is some paper I had from last year, and I got it, I think, at Michael's. It was either Michael's or Joann's, and I'm not sure. I don't have the package anymore. This was just in my scraps. So I put that there, and I thought I'd put one of my ghosts from my spooky stamp Stigi, and then this little spooky here I think will go. And that one, I think I'll make it into a pocket. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Yeah, I was just playing around. Like I said, I really do love Halloween. Just the oddity of it, I guess, is what I like about it. But it can be very fun, and I remember when I was a kid and, you know, they did more artwork and stuff in the classroom. One year I had a teacher who hung all of our artwork from the ceiling. We had done like, you know, spiders and ghosts and whatever, and she hung it all from the ceiling, and I just remember how cool I thought that was at the time, you know. So I just was thinking about that today, and I just wanted to play. So I needed a play day. Sometimes I need that to like recharge, and I'm waiting for some fabric from Nora. Hi Nora. Not to any fault of hers, it has taken a while to get the fabric for her journal, and that's totally fine because, you know, I'm not in a rush or anything like that. So I just thought I would play, since I was kind of at a spot in the journal that I can't do a whole lot more until I have that. So, and I was very happy to hear from Nora today. Her father has been very ill, and he's doing a little bit better today, so everybody keep your prayers out for Nora, because she's an amazingly nice lady. And she has been one of my subscribers for a very long time. Really appreciate the support. It's awesome. And her daughter has said she would get her this journal for her birthday, and her birthday is already passed, but I thought that's such a nice, loving thing to do, so, and an honor for me to make it. So yeah, it's been fun. I don't tend to use a lot of blue. It's not necessarily that I have anything against blue. It's just not a color that I typically use a lot. I do like to wear it. I have blue eyes, so I do like to wear blue, but you know, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just don't tend to use it a whole bunch, but it's been fun using it. So yeah, so I'm just kind of crafting, and you guys, if you have something to work on, go ahead and do that. That would be awesome. Or if you want to dig out some Halloween stuff and make stuff with me, if you have my spooky stamps, I think they're fun to play with. I'm going to use a different glue book, I think. I just want these larger pages upside down in case there's any bad words, because I never know. So yeah, just, you know, just doing my thing. No real direction or anything today as far as, you know, like a tutorial or anything. It's just more me playing with Halloween things. Yeah, I would like to hear how you guys, like if you kind of remember Halloween when you were kids. It's just changed so much. You know, I worked in the school district for about 10 years, and I just really see a huge difference in the way, you know, all that is done. And I know some people don't like Halloween, and so, you know, I can understand. It's kind of sad for the kids. I just feel like we did a lot more art in the classroom, and I kind of wish they would go back to that, because for some kids, I really think that's an important thing. You know, not all of us are super academic, and I don't know, I just feel like those kids miss out. So I've just taken the creepy cloth and put it around the edge of the ghost, just for a fun added bit of texture on him or her, whatever the case may be. Get a wet wipe here that's dry. I think I'm going to have to tack this up a little bit, and like I said, I think this is a pocket, obviously, since I put a little notch in it. I'm just going to go around and put some art glitter glue so that this will stick to it. Yeah, I don't know, just let me know what you guys think about all that. But yeah, they just really don't do art the way they did when I was a kid, and I just, it's a bummer. It's just a big bummer. So yeah, I was very jealous. Gail got a whole bunch of her scraps used up, and she's got this huge basket of ephemera. I'm like, if I could ever become that organized, I don't know what I would do with myself. But anyway, so I thought you would need to get using some of your scraps, and so I didn't let myself you know, get new pages. I'm making myself use my scraps. So I got out my orange scraps and just some of my regular scraps, and then I had all these left from when I did the black and white journal, all these ones from Medieval Mirage, from her Silhouette, which is a very cool kit if you like to do black and white, or like, you know, for this time of the year for Halloween, and then you can just add like touches of orange in that, and I think it turns out pretty cool. So I'll stitch around that one, and I will be stitching around this one. This one I will add a back to. I just didn't do that yet, but I will. So yeah, I'm just going to keep cruising along and making some things, and I might do an envelope. In fact, I think I'll do that right now. I have a piece of one of my envelope, I don't know what you'd call these, like template things or whatever, that have the cutout in them to make it a little bit easier. And this is just a standard envelope, like legal envelope size with the window. They aren't, you know, that's the only one I have. I don't have for the small windows or anything like that yet, but I might work on that if people like these. But for now, this is the one that I have. So anyways, it's just kind of fun because you can just plunk it down on there and, you know, voila, makes it a whole bunch easier. I might go ahead and do some other, like, collaging. words are escaping me at the moment. I think what I might do is go ahead and just glue this down, and then I will cut it to size. I'm going to ink it a little bit because I know in the little window here sometimes you can see some of the white. I'm going to do the back here a little. Not really necessary for this one. If you're going to see it through the other side, you want to do the back. But we won't for this one. And it's already coffee dyed, so I think if I see any edges, it'll be all right. So that should be good. Get this. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Let me know if you have any cool stories from when you were a kid, if you remember some, you know, fun art thing, or what it was just like in general, or whatever, you know, something like that. Just kind of fun. Or if you just absolutely hate Halloween. I don't know, like some people definitely don't like it. I just really enjoyed it when I was a kid. It's like one of my best memories. My good friend and I, my best friend growing up, we always did crazy costumes, and you know, we would work together. Not that we dressed like a lot of kids do now as similar things or things that go together. It wasn't like that, but we would help each other with our costumes. Because you know, back in the day, you didn't buy everything for costumes. You just sort of, I mean, you might buy a hat or a cape or something like that, but you didn't buy like a whole big fancy costume. You sort of just went in your closet or your friend's closet or parents or whatever, and you know, found things to wear to go trick-or-treating. And so yeah, we always like worked together, and we helped each other do crazy makeup, and I don't know, it was just really a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. And even when I got a little bit older, we would have high school dances, which, you know, are somewhat terrifying when you're that age, but actually in the 80s it was pretty fun because everybody kind of just danced together, and I don't know, I didn't mind it. I thought it was fun. But anyway, yeah, we'd all go to the dance all dressed up and stuff. It was just fun. And they don't do any of that anymore. I mean, I think my daughter did go to one middle school dance and dressed up or something like that, but they just really don't do any of that anymore. Although my son this year is working together with some of his friends. I don't remember what he said they're dressing up as, but we've been working on a costume for him. So that's kind of fun, but I think they're just going to wear them to school. Yeah, I mean, they do things around here. I'm not gonna act like they don't do anything for kids for Halloween. I just remember it being quite a bit of fun when I was a kid as far as art projects, because for me that was huge. I mean, that's what I lived for at school. I don't know about you guys, but I was a good student. I wasn't a horrible student or anything like that, but I've never been super academic, you know, like I get good grades. It's just never really been my thing. So I loved art though. Any kind of art was great. All right, so those sides will get folded over because this is one of the envelope things that we made. Was it yesterday or day before? Day before, I think. So yeah, it'll get folded around because it's a pocket. So a lot of it you're not even going to see, but I just went ahead and did all of it there. See, I try to get down on these and I just keep making more. But I guess that's what we all do. I'm making a mess with the glue. So yeah, anyhow. So let me fold this because I really don't need to. Okay, where did I fold it the first time? So this is one of those funny little window ones. Maybe we'll go ahead and make a journaling card for it too this time, because we didn't do that last time. And that's all I'll do to the back. And I'll put something down here just because I don't like the way the blue came through on those envelopes. So that would be kind of fun on there. And I will ink it so it's not so white. Yeah, I did one of these yesterday after I, you know, did some other things, just playing around, and it came out pretty cool. I'll show it to you guys in just a second. Just using up some of the stuff I had from making Nora's journal. And I was using some Artie Mae's pieces. Strip right here. Trick or treat, be so sweet, please give me something good to eat. We used to say something else, but I do want the Halloween. I like both of them, but the trick or treat one's gonna get cut off, but I guess that doesn't really matter. This is just a scrap that I've had forever from Graphic 45. I have used their paper forever. Just super fine paper. So let me show you that if I can find it and grab it real quick. So this is Artie Mae's Medieval Mirage. This is my envelope cover that's in my Spooky Stamps. A piece of that margin stuff that we made together, and it's been stitched and everything. And then the tag on the inside, or journaling card, has the peacock, and that's Artie Mae's, and one of those washi stickers and a Tina shabby dabby doo-dah little number there, and then you can see the peacock through the envelope. So yeah, that one was fun. And that I can use really in almost any journal, I think. So I think I'm gonna rough this up a little. It looks a little flat. I don't know what is running around outside, but it's noisy. It's like it's probably the street sweeper. These things are so loud. I mean, they're good to have, obviously, but they're very loud. All right, what do we want to put like right there? We need a little something. I don't know if one of mine will fit there. I think they might be too tall. Let's see if I can find anything. I've got such a mess because I have pulled everything out and it's just a mess. Those. Well, I didn't know. You guys probably can see them and are yelling at me. So maybe we'll just use another little piece of something else. These creepy. Some of these I found on Pinterest a long time ago. Like, I've had them for a while. This one's kind of creepy. It's this lady at a graveyard, but you can see she's got like the 1800s dress kind of thing on. That doesn't really go with her trick or treat though, does it? These little kids are cute. They're not quite big enough though. Oh, this one's totally creepy. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but it's an old photo. A little too wide, but we could put it on something else. That one's cute. I don't know where I got that. It was just in my stash. If I could kind of fussy cut around that a little bit. It's very cute. It's just very boxy. This kitty cat like you can tell it had the bow around its neck, but it's gotten it off and it's around its head now. Yeah, I think there's a street sweeper running around out there. I don't know if you guys can even hear it, because a lot of times people say, oh, can you hear, you know, somebody doing whatever? It's like, no, usually not. Every once in a while. It has the moon behind it. Yeah, my friend and I, we loved trick-or-treating, and one of the coolest things was right next door to my house. There was this great big old, like, Victorian mansion. Our house was not a mansion. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. But anyway, they always gave out whole pomegranates, and we loved those. So that was like our first stop. Like, she'd come over to my house and get ready, and then we'd stop there, get our pomegranate, and then off we'd go to, you know, wherever else. But sometimes we started at her house, but she lived quite a ways from me, so then it was a different night, you know. But yeah, I like that. That's good. So anyway, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with these these Halloween things, because I probably am not gonna have time to make like a whole journal. I don't know. I might try. I might have time next week to do like a one signature one. I just wanted to make some things for fun, just for fun. I needed a day like that anyways. I'm trying to think what else I want to put on there. I could put some of this black tulle. I don't even remember what this was from. I'm sure it was from one of my daughter's costumes. She was in dance for a long time when she was littler, and then she got into band as she got older. But so between those costumes and Halloween costumes and whatever, I have some random weird stuff floating around. Nothing super useful. Let's see, do I have orange? I think I do. It's got some sparklies in it. She's a little piece of each. Oh my goodness, I'm all caught up in the... Yeah, these envelopes are super fun and easy, so I would highly recommend doing some of these, because they're fun. You could get a bunch made. I say I never do, but this, I'm doing pretty good for me. I've made quite a few. Usually I make something once or twice and that's it, except for my go-tos. You know, there's certain things that you kind of glom onto and you make them religiously every time you do a journal. And I do have a few of those, but I like to do different stuff all the time or I get bored. These are fun. I don't know, this could be just a hot mess, but I'm just having a good time. Okay, where'd that I'm like, okay, I had a scrap in my hand, where did it go? I'm just gonna do this to hopefully get this tool tacked down a little bit. That's the one good thing about art glitter glue, is it does dry clear, thank goodness. And I just kind of did those whichever direction, doesn't matter. I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on the back of this so that it will hopefully stay very nicely. Yeah, I grew up in the main part of the town that I grew up in, and so it was all the old Victorian houses. But my friend's parents had built a newer house, you know, out in another area close to town, but it was still a ways. Like, we would walk to her house and to my house, but it was a walk. It wasn't just like a little 5-minute thing or something. So But we walked everywhere where I grew up until we drove, because, you know, parents work and whatever. And I think this one will work for the card that we'll put inside of here. Yeah, it will. And I'm going to tear it just a tiny bit bigger than that. Oh, I need to even this edge out a little. And this is just, you know, one of the book pages that we do. So that definitely is not straight. So I think I'm just going to go kind of tear off the margin. That ends straighter, so maybe we'll have this one poking out at the top like that. It'll look kind of cool. It's the fun part about Halloween. It can be a little janky, and it's a good thing. Okay, let me glue this together. Again, I just put the glue along the edge there, and then along the other edge. Sorry if you could hear my stomach. I don't know why it's growling. I just ate. Maybe it's not happy. I thought this, I guess that one already got pulled off or something. Or no, it's upside down, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know what I did. This was part of my trials when I was trying to figure out how to make them. Okay, so let's do this one. Okay, what do I want to put on this? Maybe I will use, this is from my Spooky Times. Spooky Times is where this one comes from. I kind of just want the music and the lace mostly. Tear a little tiny bit off of here. Oh my goodness, if I could pick it up. Okay. There's that, and a random piece of vellum there, but it's fine. Like this. Piece of this, I thought, but I didn't end up using on something else. Let's see. I end up with all these crazy scraps of stuff. Guess not. Okay, so what did I do with that? I don't know if I want to use that other one. Kind of cool. I'm going to use that. Just going to use a strip of it. And it's all kind of crazy, but that's all right. End. This needs to come off because it's all pointing out weird. Using up a few pieces of stuff, not nearly enough, but that's okay. Then we need to figure out what's going to be our focal point through the little window. Yeah, I think it was Jo Beth Sexton was, yeah, I know it was her, in fact, was going to watch her and her husband, I guess, are going to watch a scary movie. I don't know if she said every night or once a week or whatever it is until Halloween. And so they were going to watch Lost Boys. And I do love that movie. And so we watched it not that long ago and had our kids and my niece over and stuff. And we're like, oh, this movie's so good. We love this movie. And I do love the movie. I really do. My kids thought it was so cheesy. They're just like, seriously, Mom, this is like one of your favorite. And I'm like, it is good. What? I thought it was pretty good, especially for when it was made. I mean, the effects were pretty darn good. But that's about as horror type as I will get. I don't do any other stuff. My friend, though, she always loved hi, Shell, by the way. She always watched or wanted to watch like horror movies like Halloween and Freddy Krueger and Nightmare or whatever it is. I don't even remember what they were called. But anyway, I would just sit with a pillow in front of my face because I was such a chicken. I just don't like that stuff. But anyway, I did like Lost Boys, so that was pretty good. I liked it because there was at least a little bit of like comic relief, and you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. It just was good. I liked it. But my kids thought I was. They're like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, it's good. What? I kind of like this little girl because she sort of goes with that. I think I'm going to cut her out kind of like I did him, even though I love the whole card. I just want, because I want to be able to see her through the window, and she's not on the right side of the thing here, so. Yeah, so tell me what you guys, if you guys watched any like Halloween movies, or what's your favorite one or whatever. I also liked that one with Johnny Depp as Ichabod Crane, and I can't, is it just, it's just Sleepy Hollow, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I liked that movie because it's kind of off the wall too, and there's a little bit of sort of horror-ish stuff, but I don't consider it. I just did not like Freddy Krueger, and that whole thing freaked me out entirely. And I had nightmares pretty regularly anyway growing up. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like I need to help myself have nightmares, so. My brain does fine without any added horror. But yeah. But I do like that kind of creepy or off the wall sort of thing. I do like. Yeah, I like that. She's cute. And then I can probably use some of this. I wonder if I could cut and put it on the other side. I don't know what that's going to look like because this is right up to the edge there. Because I kind of want the cat. I'll kind of have to get the cat. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I don't know if that's going to work. We'll give it a whirl. Let's see how it goes. Sorry, I know this is super exciting. That's what I was saying. You're probably going to want to be working on something that you're working on, because otherwise it's kind of like a snooze fest. But this is just what it was. Either do this or I probably wouldn't have done a video today, because I just was not in the frame of mind for much else. Sometimes I you know, you kind of hit a wall and it's hard to, like, a lot of times it's just ideas, you know, I can't even do them fast enough. They just keep coming to me. And then other times it's just like pulling teeth, and I'm not sure why that happens. I guess it's just your brain wanting a break or something. But anyhow, that's kind of where I was today, so. Go something like that. And then, oh, I need to figure out where I need her so I can see her through the window. Yeah, she really needs to be about like so. I should have inked her first before I did that, huh? Oh, let's just gonna have to I can't do that way. I can glue them that way, but I cannot ink them that way. It's about right here, I'm pretty sure. Pretty much right to the edge there. Just make sure. Yeah. Just flipped my postcard around, right? I know lots of people don't do Halloween at all, so. It can be a little bit much at times, I have to admit. There are a couple of houses that seem to decorate more for Halloween than Christmas around here, and that gets a little wow. But I know the kids love stuff like that, so when everything's all decorated up, it makes trick-or-treating fun. Such a bummer now because my kids don't trick-or-treat or anything. I mean, obviously they're in high school and college, but it was just fun when they were little to go do that. Miss that. Don't miss buying costumes though. That I don't miss, because now, you know, everybody wants a new costume every year and everything gets to be a little bit much. So I think what I'll do is take some, I have this funny lace that I got at the dollar store that's like a big giant spider web, but I think I'll take a piece of that and use it as the pole. And I'll stitch it in a minute. I'm not going to stitch it right now. Big glob of glue right there somehow. This is perfectly imperfect, right? As I'm looking at my great cutting job. Oh, I need to back it. Duh. All right, let's see, what do I got that I could use? All kinds of junk, but maybe I'll use a piece of this. This is a piece of my Spill and Tea. Oh, you know what? I could actually use that. Is there a piece that's... I don't think that's wide enough. That's from that Spooky Times. I can use this. Let's use this. This is from Spooky Stamps. And that's lined paper. If I can get, I'm going to try to get the 31 in there. Somehow, some way. Oops, it goes this way. I was like, wait a minute, I know a minute ago that was just about perfect. Now it's way off. So this way you can still write on this. And that'll be fun. So we'll do another, because when I have a project coming up for RTs, I think I said that already, but anyway, it'll be a Halloween couple of things I'm doing for them. So we'll do some more Halloween, but I just wanted to have a little play here. And like I said, I don't know if I'll end up using these or not, but if not, they might end up in my shop, whatever I end up making. Or I'll just save them for next year. Start working on my own ephemera basket. Oh, this is probably going to cover up the 31 a little bit, but that's okay. It's pretty see-through, so. Alright, so there's that. Super cute, I think. I think it turned out really cute. I like it. And then our funny little spooky. And this, we got a few more minutes since I haven't done a whole lot with you guys. I did most of it on my own. What else could we do? Oh, we could make another one of these. This takes me a minute is the only problem because I can't ever. This was the rest of one of those envelopes, those security envelopes. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut these edges off though. To make it quicker, I think I'm just going to cover the whole piece. That'll help me with my indecision. I did double-sided on those and I wish I wouldn't have. Oh, there we go. I'll just use one of these background pages from my, oh, good golly, you know, Spooky Stamps, jeez. I have the worst time remembering names of those, and I try to make the names super simple so it's not so bad, but okay, so I'm just going to put glue all over this. This is the back part of the envelope, the other side of the, where the window is. This is just like the one we did day before yesterday. So not yesterday's video, but the video before that if you didn't see it. I want some of those little specks is why I keep looking at that. Try to get it to the edge there. And I think I'm going to just fold that edge over because it's all jaggedy. That's the technical term, jaggedy. Oh, wow, I did a really stellar job on that. Oh, goodness. There we go. And so we'll put some glue along here. And this will save our edge so it's not such a mess. I think. Methinks. Sorry, I just had to wake my computer back up. Snoozing on the job. Probably work better if I used larger scissors, huh? Alright, so we're gonna fold this. Come on, stick down. I don't want any weird wrinkly bits. Fold this in half. And you could just do this with a piece of paper. This isn't like you have to use the envelope. I just wanted to use it since I had it, you know, after making those other pockets like the one we just did. Because it only uses the front of the envelope, so this is the back of the envelope. And then we're gonna fold in a corner, about like so, and glue that. I don't know what I did with my, I never put my bone folder back, and then I don't know where it's at. Imagine that. And then I'm going to try to, you know, so I use these little security envelope things to try to gauge sort of where I folded the other one to, just so they're not going to be on the same page. So it really makes no difference. You could fold one a lot and one a little and whatever. It wouldn't matter, but I just kind of like them to be close to the same. Okay. So now I have that, so then I put it on my page if you didn't see the other day. If I have a journaling page, I put it like this, so there's a pocket here, and turn the page and there's a pocket there. So yeah, those are fun. Just a lot like a corner pocket, you know. Nothing real earth-shaking. Ugh. Getting warm up here now. It was cool this morning, but it's starting to warm up now. It's the only problem with this time of the year. It's like, what do I wear? Because I'm freezing in the morning and roasting in the afternoon. But I do love it when it cools down at night. Like those nights when it's 90 degrees at like 10 or 11 o'clock. Oh no, that is not great for me. That's bad stuff right there. I don't think any of my silly pumpkins will fit on those. Maybe too big. I should shrink some down. Oh, my goofy little cat. No, too tall. My weird spider. That's a weird spider. Just admit it, it's weird. Oh, these guys would fit. Yeah, those would actually fit well because he's tall on that side. And then, I actually like this spider better. I could go on that side. That's what we'll do. So I used at least a few of my little spooky stamps all colored. They're fun to color. I could just sit and do that for hours. Oh, my phone is beeping. Probably my daughter, because I think she's, I don't know if she's done yet or not. It's hard for me to keep track of her schedule because it's not like the same every day. It's all over the place. She didn't have 2 days that are the same. So yeah, I just leave this white because I'm not going to try to cut out all these 8 million legs on these. And then ink it. And I think it works just fine. Because get his eyes a little bit. Yeah, it's just, that's way too much. That's overboard on the fussy cutting, in my opinion. I'm going to use these numbers. For one of them. And this is just Tim Holtz scraps that I have floating around. Yeah, I'll do this. No, that won't work. This one has to go on this side. I like the dots. I don't want to cover those all up, so now I'm thinking I need to go this way. And I need to get rid of some of this white. I just tear it the wrong way and mess myself up. just rough those edges. Because like I said, if I chop those off or tear them off, there's not going to be much left. There's like something about numbers with this kind of stuff. I don't know. I just like numbers pretty much. Even though I'm horrible at math. Makes sense, right? I want one of my little price tags that says like, I don't want 5 for $9.99, but oh, that one would be good, 25 cents a pound. And those are in my price tag, Digi. Oh, I could put a Halloween one though, huh? I'm smart. Where's my... There's a pumpkin patch. I really don't care how messed up that gets, because that's kind of the point. Oopsie. Well, I did it. I really need a new stamp pad, I think. I start to just get tired, and I just don't do a whole lot. Where I want that. Like that. Is that weird? I don't know. This is actually lining out of a pair of wool pants that I took apart to make wool pumpkins. So I went to the thrift store and I bought a pair of wool pants, and I cut them all up and made wool pumpkins out of them. So that's where that came from. That's just the lining that was on the inside. So you can use all manner of parts of clothing. Like if you go to the thrift store and they have like wool sweaters or something like that, but they have weird holes in them or stains on them or whatever. A lot of times I'll still get them and make, you know, like wool pumpkins or whatever out of them, because the wool is good, and you know, if it is good, and then it just gives you that warm feeling. And I used to do a lot, and I just covered up those dots after all that. I used to do needle felting. I mean, I still could do it, but I just am doing this now more. But you can felt, so I could felt leaves onto the wool pants or whatever once they were pumpkins. And so those were fun to make. But that's where that weird gray fabric came from. But yeah, sweaters, pants. Oh, I even bought this little tiny wool jacket. I mean, I think it was a size 4, a lady's size 4. Tiny little jacket. But it had the coolest tweed, you know, like pattern on it. And I turned the sleeves into pumpkins and used the cuffs kind of for the top of the pumpkin. And, stitched on them and stuff. They turned out really neat. Those were fun to make. I really do love fall. Even if you're not into the Halloween-y thing, the fall thing is awesome. I know a lot of people don't like it though, because it's the start of, or you know, getting close to winter, which I completely understand, but it really is my favorite season for colors and just a lot of things. Okay, I think I got that all how I want it. Oh, please tell me I thought it was glued together for a second there. Now what are we going to do with our goofy little spider here? I have spiders. That's kind of boring. What else did I cut out? I cut more out of those. Don't know. I don't know. Let's first figure out what we're going to put with him. This will be kind of cool. The ABCs. And 1, 2, 3s. Let's maybe do a longer. Get this off. And then I'm going to tear off this corner. Like so. And then we're just gonna tear it the wrong way, like always. I mean, he's cute. He's just kind of goofy looking. But I can say that since I drew it. Oh, you know what you could do? Do poison and spiders. It would be poisonous, I know, but... Okay. Sometimes these are just so stiff and like, I don't know, gotta like break up those fibers a little bit in them. At least that's what I think. Now I gotta ink this too. Get all the stuff off the glue book so you can actually glue. Tim Holtz paper works just great for doing this stuff, I think. I don't know why, it's just, I guess because it's grungy. I need a wipe. I am just like sticking to everything. And this has got a big, huge glob on it. Oh, that drives me crazy when I like stick to everything I'm touching. Okay, there's that part. And I just have to figure out how I want all this. Move it up a little bit. Needs something else. Okay, what did I do with? I had more of the spider web fabric. What it is. Oh, there it is. See, it's just spider webs all over. And I'm gonna go over, I'm already over an hour. But I suppose you can do what you like. I'm almost done. If you're tired of my nonsense. See, like this would be better on this side too, but I don't want any more on that side, so I think I'm going to cut out even smaller. Now it doesn't look much like a web, but it is. It's alright, it just gives them a little something there. I actually almost like this part better. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that instead. Okay, so glue. Okay. He's not a very scary spider, for sure. Although he does have one snaggle tooth. One snaggly little tooth. Okay. I'm going to squish it a little. I was going to tuck that under there a little. Oh, come on, you can do it. Oh, it's going to be too far, huh? Scoot up a little. Oh, it's good. It's good, it's good. Can you guys see? I don't know if you can see. So there's both sides of our crazy little spiders or spider and pumpkins. And then there's the trick-or-treat one. I didn't do this one with you guys, but I told you what I did. A pocket with the ghosty. And then this pocket with the envelope. And I'll be stitching around a lot of these. So All right, I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope that was a little bit of fun for you anyway. And we'll chat again soon. Thank you to all of you. Love ya. Bye-bye now.